is not a coincidence. You are not a coincidence.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer to Reaction. And what I'm looking at today is the official trailer for Eddington by Ari Aster. And it reminds me, what is going on with this man? The reason I ask is that he came on the scene with 2018's Hereditary, essentially a take on Rosemary's Baby. Very good movie, very creepy. Horror. Then he followed that up with Midsummer, which was very much in the Wicker Man type vein, folk horror. Also very good. Though, he began to shift to other genres with 2023's Beau Is Afraid, starring Joaquin Phoenix. This movie did not do very well, unlike the prior two. Now, the thing is, I think it's not a bad thing if a director can move into different genres easily. The problem is, I'm not at all sure that Ari Aster can do that. Now, I've heard Eddington described as a Western. I have no idea, I have not yet seen a trailer, but I don't know how this movie is going to fare. In any case, let's look at the official trailer for Eddington.
Of course, they keep looking at that lab in Wuhan, China. If you look at that lab in Wuhan when that was established, it was 1956. Of course, that was the year Tom Hanks was born, the first celebrity with the virus, Mr. Sleepless in
If
Seattle.
you value your life, you should think twice. Because the people of Eddington like guns.
Your pain is not a coincidence. You are not a coincidence. We are not a coincidence.
And I'm speaking now to deny my husband's announcement yesterday, which was false.
Eddington, New Mexico, despite its meager population, is quickly being co-opted in online circles.
I'm ready to continue leading our town and fighting the pandemic and the racial and economic.
Well, that was the trailer for Eddington, and it's fascinating. I find it really interesting. For instance, when they're scrolling through that Instagram feed, there's a line that says, "You're being manipulated." And it's talking about the weather, which you probably are aware has become very unpredictable and very strange, and COVID and coronavirus. So it's setting up this feel of conspiracy of the media and certain powers manipulating people. That's interesting. But the thing is, you have to look at this trailer really closely, I think, to get that impression. This, for me, feels like a risky movie for Ari Aster because he can't keep making movies that don't resonate, that don't make money. Because say what you will about movies being art, I think there is validity to that perspective. Though mostly I think it's bullshit. Because if you're talking about something that costs millions of dollars to produce, typically, you can say art as much as you want. Someone's paying to have that done. Someone is paying you to make it. So art only goes so far. It is mostly business. And I'm not even saying that it's always been that way. I am saying, though, that it's that way now. And I'm beginning to wonder, is this the beginning of the decline of A24 as a studio? Because they seem to be producing a lot of interesting work, but it's work that is not successful at the box office. For example, Opus and Death of a Unicorn. Interesting movies, interesting premises, not resonating with the public. This is not a great thing, and I need to see more trailers about Eddington, but I'm getting a feeling this might be more of that decline in motion. Though what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer to Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like, follow, or buy me a coffee. Peace.